of this 2021 region VIII 6A championship. It is the boys prelims here this afternoon. We will get you the boys finals at 5 p.m. here tonight. When it is time, so we'll be off air for a bit. The prelim should end at about 1 p.m. Then we'll be back on air at 5. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live. And like I said, this should be a good one. The first event that we have for you all today will be technically event number 2. Boys 200-yard medley relay. Just like we started it off yesterday, it'll be the boys 200-yard medley relay. PSJA, it'll be PSJ, Harlingen High, Los Fresnos, Laredo Alexander, Edinburgh High, and Edinburgh Vela in each lane. Lanes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 will be used here today. Cesar Acosta, Christopher Gonzalez, Julio Gomez, and Ryan Gomez here for PSJA. Either way, this should be a good one, just about to get underway to start Championship Saturday, basically. Underway we go. All about a team event. You want to get off to a really good start, and that is exactly what Harlingen High have been able to do now. Already off on the turn. Good job there, able to get into the lead. That's a big gain there. That's going to be, I believe, Evan Garcia. Good start there. So check that. That's actually Los Fresnos in the lead. Very close, though, is Laredo Alexander trying to make it something here. Once again, first place being exactly Los Fresnos. Second place, Laredo Alexander. 56 flat and a 56.48. First and second. Third position, though, Harlingen High. We're going to get a better start. Here we go on to the freestyle portion. On the turn. To get about a half a bodies with lead. It's going to be interesting what the times say. Very close indeed. What a race. 1:43.48 to a 1:43.74. Los Fresnos take it. Laredo Alexander second place. Third position. Great swim by Edinburgh Villa. Able to check that. Actually looks to be, I was wrong there. It was Harlingen High. Fourth place, Edinburgh High School. And to round out the field, it will be Edinburgh Villa. And that will complete the first heat of the day. Heat number 2 will consist of Mission High, Brownsville Hanna, Laredo United, Westaco, PSJA North, and Laredo, and La Jolla. But as we wait for that, we want to show that replay of the end of this last heat. Talk about how close it was, just able to really win it kind of on the turn, or win it on the exchanges, and they win. Most Fresno's able to get it. Check that. Efrain Moscato was the closer there and was able to close out the victory for them. Well, we got a little bit of time. We'll be right back, and then we'll bring you heat number 2. Don't go in here.
In Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the concession stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the concession stand.
Back live we go. Just moments away from heat number 2 here. Once again, Mission High, Brownsville, Hanna, Laredo United, Wesco, PSJ North, and La Jolla. Lanes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 supposed to be used. And indeed, they will be. Everybody getting ready. It looks like it's just going to be lane number 6, though. Underway we go. Seems like it has also been won kind of on the start. You have a good start as long as your next 2 exchanges are good. You really have an opportunity to win. Very close once again we go. Laredo United and Wesco. We saw them compete really well yesterday. Of course, in the girls division. And so both still really strong here today. Laredo United taking an early lead. They got a better turn off of there, so just making the gap a little bit bigger. Emiliano Gonzalez here, the first one, and the second swimmer, in we go. We'll check that third swimmer, and we go. Either way, doing a good job here, keeping pace. Remember, these are the prelims, so you're basically facing against the 2 heats. You want to make sure that you have a good time in your heat as well as just looking at the times in the previous heat for sure. Especially as a team. Check that. Laredo United, your leaders here. Second position still with Wesco in third place. Good swim here from PSJ North. Laredo United able to take the win in this one, as Joel Martinez closes it out for Laredo United. Second place, Wesco. Third position, going to be PSJ North, so a good swim from them. That's going to be your top 3. Everybody gets out of the pool, and we are on to event number 4, the boys 200-yard freestyle, very soon. Here, as we have Alex Cantu, Ramiro Borrego, Joshua Cruz, Ledesma Pandal, Nicholas Morris, Julio Serna, Sebastian Serra, and all lanes except for lane number 8 will be used. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You see times, though, we have a couple for you. The fastest one looks to be from Laredo United, and that was Ledesma Pandal. with a 1:53.52. Second fastest was Laredo Alexander with a 1:55.75 here. Those are your seed times, of course. So it just shows you how competitive this heat could be. Times very close together. Third fastest time, even from Harlingen High, Joshua Cruz with a 2:05.21. What type of practice was he able to do and things like that? Will he knock off a couple of seconds? We'll have to wait and see. Of course, like I said before, you're just not only fighting your heat, but also with the other heat. So you want to have the fastest time possible to make sure that you secure your spot for the finals, which will be tonight. Either way, we have a little bit of time. We'll be right back. I'm Jacob Young. This is Real Sports Live. Don't go near.
Stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? Add a piece of cake by Ibarra's, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is a piece of cake by Ibarra's in Harlingen.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for a fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Real Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
Cake by Ibadas in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? Add a piece of cake by Ibadas, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is a piece of cake by Ibadas in Harlingen.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Back live we go once again. Event number 4, the boys 200-yard freestyle. Alex Cantu, Ramiro Borrego, Joshua Cruz, Ledesma Pendle, Nicholas Morris, Julio Serna, Sebastian Cerda as well. Edinburgh, Mission, Harlingen High in these, as well as Laredo United, Laredo Alexander, Los Fresnos, and PSJA North. Already underway we go. Early lead. Of course, right off the turn you can kind of tell. 2-lap, 3-lap race actually. Should be very interesting. Early lead for looks to be. Indeed it is. Nicholas Morris of Laredo Alexander. Second place holding strong, and that is Sebastian Cerda from PSJ North. Already on his way back though, Nicholas Morris. Taking a storming lead. Looks like second place might change though. And indeed it does. Ledesma Pendle takes second for Laredo United now. Third position still Sebastian Cerda holding out that last podium spot here in this heat. Very close battle right now. Nicholas Morris first. Ledesma Pendal second. Third place now, Julio Serna. Serna of Los Fresnos takes third position. Right back to it. So that's going to be it. Nicholas Morris wins. Ledesma Pendal gets second. Still a race for the final spot. Very close indeed, but it's going to be Julio Serna of Los Fresnos who gets that final spot. So your top three has followed once again. Nicholas Morris of Laredo Alexander wins this one. Ledesma Pendal of Laredo United gets second. Third position, Julio Serna of Los Fresnos rounding out your podium. Next heat will be up next pretty quickly indeed. Consists of Daniel Gonzalez, Bonoso, Sebastian Bonoso. Sorry about that. Bonoso Santisteban, Hector De Leon, Emilio Gonzalez, Diego Chinchilla, Justin Armstrong, Gabriel Cordova, and Ethan Hernandez. All 8 lanes being used. PSJ North, Los Fresnos, Mission High, Laredo United, Laredo Alexander, Harlingen South, Mission, and PSJA North. Just about to get set for this one. Fastest time was, well, 1:55.04 in the qualifying times from Laredo Alexander. That is Diego Chinchilla. Wait and see. Check that actually. Fastest time, Laredo United, Emiliano Gonzalez of Laredo United. So this is going to be interesting. Underway we go. Second heat of the boys 200-yard freestyle underway. Very close on the turn. Looking to be, we'll just wait and see for the scoring monitor. And Diego leads. Second, followed up by Emiliano Gonzalez. So side by side they go. Looks like Gonzalez has a little bit of speed. It's still Gonzalez though. Diego second position. An intense battle. Third place looking at Hector De Leon. Emiliano Gonzalez starting to put a little bit of a gap to Diego. On the turn. Same deal here. It's going to have to be a big push from Diego. He wants to have an opportunity to win this heat. Off the turn once again. And a bigger gap from Gonzalez. And Gonzalez of Laredo United wins. Second place, once again, goes to Diego of Laredo Alexander. Rounding out your podium here, going to be Hector De Leon. So a great swim right there by everybody. But your top three, once again, as followed. Emiliano Gonzalez, Diego Chinchilla, and third position, Hector De Leon. So there's your top three. Top three as followed once again. Next event will be the boys 200-yard IM. And those will be two heats. Then the boys 50-yard freestyle. And we'll close in on almost halfway. So that's going to be very exciting indeed. I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live. We have a bit of time, so we'll be right back. Once again, I'm Jacob Young. This is Rio Sports Live. Action will return shortly.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
Back live we go. Boys 200-yard IM. Consists of Israel Gomez, Tranquilino Salazar, Joel O. Martinez, Eloy Vega, George Sander, Zachary Ramirez. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 is used. On the turn, this is where you start to see a bit of a breakaway from a lot of, well, just a lot of the swimmers. And indeed, it is Tranquilino Salazar with your leader here as it stands for Los Fresnos. On the backstroke portion of this IM, they go on the turn. Still doing a good job of holding steady. Looks like this lead will change. And it does. Leader of this one, Eloy Vega. Second position, Joel O. Martinez. Off the turn. It's going to be a close one. Joel O. Martinez made up a lot of ground. Still the leader, though, will be once again Eloy Vega. Tranquilino Salazar, third position, rounding out your podium. On the freestyle portion, the final leg of this one. It's going to be close. How about that right there? First place still Vega, second place Martinez, but not by a lot. 2:08.19 and 2:07.29 compared to a 2:08.19. Not too far behind at all. Both of them looking good for the finals. And everything set once again for sure. So next up will be heat number 2 of this one. And that's going to consist of Diego Salinas Rosas, Mark Suarez, Evan Garcia, Oscar Martinez Jr., George Mendiola, Hilario Guerra, and Rafael Garcia. La Jolla, PSJ North, Los Fresnos, Laredo United, Laredo Alexander, Mission High, and PSJA North. Fastest time in that heat, in this heat as well, for the qualifying times, Laredo United's Oscar Martinez Jr. with a 2:03.18. Talk about how fast that is. Second fastest time was a 2:07.51, and that was Laredo Alexander's George Mendiola. Third quickest time for Los Fresnos, Evan Garcia with the 2:08.30. That's your top three fastest times here in this heat for their seed times. That will be where the three fastest lanes kind of are. Once again, Los Fresnos lane number 3. So now kind of getting the hang of that. That's where you'll see the faster swimmers throughout, well, any swim meet really. So very cool to kind of know that. Now, on the turn though, this is where you start to see, once again, a little bit of separation. I know it kind of sounds like a broken record, but it is very true indeed. Early lead. Looking to be Evan Garcia. Check that lane. It's going to be Eloy. George Mendiola. Either way, coming right back to it. This time on the backstroke portion. Still your leader. Looks to be Evan Garcia. Indeed, it is second position now. Making up a little bit of ground was George Mendiola. Third is Oscar Martinez Jr. Been very exciting action. Look at this lead change. George Mendiola picking up the pace now. Second place, Oscar Martinez Jr. And third position, Evan Garcia. On the final push, looks like it is going to be a win for Mendiola. The battle for second, though, very close indeed. Evan Garcia gets it. And third place going to be Oscar Martinez Jr. What an end to that event, basically. Very fun indeed. We'll get an instant replay look at that. The end of it just very close. You can see Mendiola was able to swim away from the field, but right at the end, as we were able to catch this, just neck and neck they went. Really good times here early in the prelims. Of course, once again, we'll be back for the 5 p.m. finals. Next event, though, will be the boys' 50-yard freestyle is what it should be. So the boys 50-yard freestyle here up next. Should be a good one. Underway we go. Good early start on the turn. And very quickly, as this is just a sprint, all the way to the end. Side by side they go. What a close finish. Just edges him out by 3/100ths of a second, I believe. But winner of that first heat, Ricardo Rodriguez. Second place though, George. Check that. Second place though, Jaden Cruz. And to round out your podium, Noah Valdez here in heat number 1. That's how quickly the 50-yard freestyles are. So second heat of the 50-yard freestyle up next. Samuel Camarillo, Christian Cerda, Warren Villarreal, Quentin Diesel, Cristobal Pena, Joel Martinez, Lucas Shell, and Ethan Zamora in each lane. All 8 lanes being used. Should be exciting to hear. 50-yard dash. And that's going to be a fault. Underway we go. Off the turn where you can really gain speed, gain momentum, and indeed that's what's happening here. Looks like Diesel in the lead right now, but right next to him, Cristobal. Right off it, very close indeed. Diesel wins. Second place, Cristobal Pena. And third position, Warren Villarreal. Very tight heats indeed. So a very quick 2 heats indeed. Next 2, we will have the boys 100-yard butterfly, boys 100-yard freestyle. Of course, 2 heats of those. And event number 16 with the boys 500-yard freestyle and the boys 200-yard freestyle relay, as well as the boys 100-yard backstroke. Then to finish everything off here for the prelims, the boys 100-yard breaststroke and the boys 400-yard freestyle relay, and that will end the prelims here. For now, we got a little bit of time for sure. We will go to a commercial break. When we return, we'll get you more swing. I'm Jake Young, the Studio Sports Live. Don't go anywhere.
A Piece of Cake by Ibadas in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibadas, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibadas in Harlingen.
Back live we go here. No action just yet. We are under a break, so we will go off air for a bit, but when we come right back on air, we will have more swing for you. I'm Jacob Young. This is Real Sports Live. We'll be right back very soon. We'll have more action. Don't go anywhere.